Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss a video from testbook.com.
Hello guys, I'm Dhiraj and I welcome you all to Testbook.com, and I'm here to provide you. I'm in front of you with another expected question session on what, my dear? Vizag, right? Vizag पे करेंगे right now. Okay. So yes, anything happened wrong? No, it's good now. Okay. So I want to tell you that we are going to continue the session and we are going to solve a lot of questions based on what Vizag management trainee recruitment, which will be held on what 14th and 13th of December as well, right? So guys, I can see that few people have already joined. So guys, what you have to do, you have to do it like, share and subscribe the channel, and you have to share the link of this video in your social media group so that the maximum people will get joined and they will get benefit out of this session. Okay, very good afternoon, everybody. Is very good afternoon to all of you. Okay, so guys, okay, so I can see that few people have already joined. So guys, please share the session with your friends, those who are preparing for Vizag management trainee post. Very good afternoon, Ramji. Most welcome. Shikha ma'am, most welcome in the session. Very good afternoon, Shivani. So yes, few people have already joined. Very good. Guys, do it, and you can mark your attendance by hitting a like button. Okay. So yes, I can see that few people have already joined. So we are going to start the session. Right now it's 14:58. We are going to start the session within 2-3 minutes, my dear. Within 2-3 minutes, we are going to start. Don't worry. Just stay tuned. Okay. And one more thing that I want to let you know. Those who have joined first time. Okay. Those who have joined first time, my dear, they can get benefited of this offer. That is what? By Testbook. That is none other than deal of the year is going on the Testbook Pass with 14 months validity, my dear, and just for rupees 299. And if you paid from Airtel Bank payments, my dear, you'll get 30 rupees cash back. Get ME Booster Bar. There is a mega price drop, and you are getting just it for rupees 3,999. That is almost 4,000 rupees. And I want to tell you, it is a Gate mechanical live coaching. It is a live coaching. Okay, not a recorded lecture. And one more thing, that is, I already told you that we are also running what SSC JE Mechanical live coaching, and which has been started right now. So what you have to do, if you are interested in SSC JE Mechanical live coaching, my dear, you have to fill the application form which is given in the description of this video. The link of the application form is given in the description of this video. So guys, fill the form so that whatever the query you have, that will get sorted. Supposed to be what is the structure and what we are giving or what we not. If you want any detailed explanation about that, then my dear, what you have to do, you have to fill the application form which is given in the description of this video. Okay, I hope it's clear. Yes, you can get the question as a PDF. Yes, Ramji, you can check out each and every video, and my dear, you will find the PDF in the comment section of each and every video. But the only thing is that the PDF will be provided after the session has been over. Okay, after the session has been over. Most welcome, Ramji. You're most welcome. Very good noon, Kaushal. So it's 15:01. We are going to start just within 1 minute. Within 1 minute, we are going to start. Yes, somebody said 100 questions. Krishnamurthy. Let's see that how many questions we cover. Right? I will not disclose the number of questions. I will not disclose the number of questions. Krishna. Okay. I hope it's clear to you. So it's 15:01. We are going to start the session at 15:02. Right? 3-2 पे शुरू कर देंगे. Yes. Okay. Anybody have any queries? No queries. That's good. Vijay Kumar, very good afternoon. And here we start. Vijay came and we are going to start the session, my dear. See the first question on your screen, my dear. The optical gauge works on the principle of what, my dear? Optical gauge work on the principle of interference of light. What? Interference of light. Very good. Here we go. Two bars of different materials are of same size subjected to the same tensile forces. If the bars have unit elongation in the ratio of force to 7, then the ratio of modulus of elasticity. You should know that delta is equal to what, my dear? PL by AE. That means I can say delta is inversely proportional to E. So can I say delta 1 by delta 2 is equal to, my dear, E2 by E1. So if it is ratio is what, my dear? 4:7. We want E1 by E2. So it should be what? 7 by 4. E1 by E2 we want. Huh? So it should be what, my dear? 7 by 4. None of these. Option will be, my dear. The answer of this question will be what? None of these. It is none of these. Very good. Here we go. None of these. Here we go for next. The moment of inertia of flywheel is 2000 kg per meter cube. Okay. Standing from rest. Okay. U is equal to 0. It means that is, it is moving with a uniform acceleration 0.5 rad per second square after 10 seconds. From the start, its kinetic energy will be. So, my dear, you should know omega 1 will be what, my dear? Omega 1 will be what? Omega 1 is 0. Omega 1 is 0 now. Yes, it is at start. That is, omega 1 is 0. Omega 2 will be what, my dear? It should be omega 1 plus alpha into t. Right? It should be what? Omega 2 is equal to omega 1 plus alpha into t. You know that it is 0. Alpha is what, my dear? 0.5 multiplied by 10. It should be what? 5. So what is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy will be what, my dear? It should be none other than half of I omega 2 square, right? Calculate the answer. And my dear, the answer will be 2500 Newton meter. 25000 Newton meter. I hope you got it. Had you got it? Very good. 25000. I repeat, it's a 25000. Okay. It's a 25000. Here we go for next, my dear. And that is, this is the another question. See, a semi-infinite flat plate with an elliptical hole and subjected to tensile force as shown in figure. If Ay is equal to T, then stress concentration factor KT पूछ रहा है बच्चा. KT. What should be the KT? KT क्या होगा? Please tell me. What is formula for calculating? Yes, bacha, it should be none other than what? KT is equal to what it should be? It should be none other than 1 plus 2 by AB. 1 plus 2 into A by B. A by B is given, right? So KT will be is equal to, my dear, 1 plus 2 into 2. It should be what? 5. Very good. 5. 1 plus 2 by A. Very good, Ramji. Here we go for next. U infinity is free stream velocity, U's velocity, okay, at Y, and delta is what? Boundary layer thickness, okay. Then the boundary layer flow, okay, the momentum thickness, theta is given by, yes, my dear friends, can you tell me? B fast and B fast. It is none other than what, my dear? क्या हो जाएगा? It is 0 to delta U by U infinity in bracket 1 minus U by U infinity. Capital U. Sorry. So, my dear, it should be none other than number 1. Very good. Number one. Very good. Here we go for next. K is thermal conductivity. H is heat transfer coefficient. Then the critical radius of insulation for cylinder. Cylinder के लिए हो जाएगा K by H, and for sphere it should be twice K by H. So it should be what, my dear? It is K by H. Where? That is number 1. Okay. Here we go for next. My dear. And that is the next question. Seventh one. Wait, slide changing. Okay. Starting from the same initial condition, an ideal gas expands from V1 to V2 in 3 different ways. The work done by the gas. Okay, the diagram is missing ना. Diagram draw कर देता हूँ. Okay, no issue. Diagram की जरूरत ही नहीं है. The work done by the gas is W1 if the process is purely isothermal. Omega 2 is purely isobaric. And W3 is purely adiabatic. Know that. You have seen for what? For expansion. It is what, bacha? It is isothermal. It is polytropic. It is adiabatic. Right? So area under the curve जिसमें सबसे ज़्यादा होता है, that is nothing but it is constant pressure. It is isothermal. And it is what? Polytropic. And it is what, my dear? PV raised to power gamma equal to C. That is what? Adiabatic. So सबसे कम area किस में आया बेटा? Adiabatic वाले में. That means what? Omega 3 is going to very less. And सबसे ज़्यादा किस में आया है? Constant pressure में. This much area we have, right? Right now? Yes or no? So definitely जो omega 1 है, that is quite higher. That is what omega 1 if the process is purely isothermal. Omega 2 is what? Isobaric. So definitely omega 2 is greater than from omega 1. Sorry, W1, not omega 1. And it should be what, my dear? W3. Right? So which one is correct? W2, this one. Yes, of course. I hope you got it. Option number 1 is correct. Very good. Option number 1 is correct. Very good, Abhit. Here we go for next. Consider the following statement. In chemical humidification process, dew point temperature decrease in chemical dehumidification. Chemical dehumidification means this one, right? So dew point temperature is definitely what, my dear? Decreasing, no issue. Wet bulb temperature decrease, no. Wet bulb temperature remains constant. Okay, dry bulb temperature increase, correct. So 3 is correct. 3 is correct, but 2 is wrong. So definitely 1 and 3 is correct. 1 and 3 are correct. Number 4 is correct. Very good. Let me check your answer. Very good. 4. 1 and 3. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. Sorry. Here we go for next. A particle has straight line motion as per this one. Okay. And x is in meter. Okay. T is in second. After 2 seconds from start, what is the acceleration? You know, dx by dt will be what, my dear? It should be v. Will be what, my dear? It should be acceleration. So dv पहला निकालेंगे इसका. That means I have to find out 2 times derivative of this x. So it should be what, my dear? It should be thrice t square minus 4t, right? And next time it should be 6t minus 4, right? And after 2 seconds, sorry, after 2 seconds, so it should be what? 12 minus 4. That is 8. 8, very good. I have solved now. I have solved. Why worried? I have solved it. Okay, here we go for next. The aim of just-in-time manufacturing is to what, my dear? Reduce lead time, yes. Improve customer satisfaction, of course. Increase productivity, yes. So that is all of the above are correct. All of these are correct. Very good. Can we go for next, my dear? Here we go for next. Here we go for next. Okay, in a blanking operation. In a blanking operation, in a blanking and piercing operation, clearance between die and punch depends on. Clearance किसके बीच depend करेगा? Depend on the sheet thickness. Thickness of sheet material, right? Thickness of sheet material. Very good. Thickness of sheet material. 4, 4, 2, 2. Very good. Question number 11. Here we go for next. Sheet thickness. Very good. For a helical spring, spring index is what, my dear? Spring index is nothing but what? Mean dia to wire dia. Mean dia to mean coil diameter to wire diameter, right? Number 3. It's an informative question. You should know, my dear. It's an informative question. Very good. Perfect. Perfect. Mean coil dia to wire dia. Very good. Here we go for next. Sensitivity of governor. Sensitivity of governor is nothing but W range divided by W mean. Yes or no? And W range will be what, my dear? It is none other than N1 minus N2 upon N mean. Right? So N1 minus N2, where it is number 1. क्या होगा? Next, my dear. Can we go ahead? चलें आगे. Here we go. 14. Which of the following bearing is preferred for oscillating condition? For oscillating purpose, we need, my dear, what? Needle roller bearing. Which one? Needle roller bearing. Very good. Needle roller bearing. Very good. Everybody is very good. Oh, yes, OBC. There is a chance. Education Hub signing. I have seen your query. There is a chance. Yes, you will definitely. There is a good chance. Okay. In finding Reynolds number, the characteristic length of circular pipe dia D is taken as, my dear. Finding Reynolds number, the characteristic length of circular pipe of dia D is taken as, my dear. Please tell me. Please tell me, beta. It is none other than what? Rho V D. Actually, D ही लेंगे. क्या लेंगे इसमें? D लेंगे. Okay. Square है तो square की side ले लेंगे. But my dear, if it is supposed to be it is rectangle, then we have to take what, my dear? Supposed to be this is A and this is B. So, my dear, we have to take what? It should be twice AB upon A plus B. Okay. I hope you got it. Okay, here we go for next. Okay. So, my dear, see. I'll go for next. So, everybody's correct now? Okay. Definitely. Sani. The inside. We have taken 15 question done. The inside and outside heat transfer coefficient of fluid across brick wall of 150 centimeter thickness and thermal conductivity 0.10 watt per meter Kelvin are 30. That means H1 is equal to S2 is equal to what, my dear? 30. And K is given. That is what, my dear? The overall heat transfer coefficient will be closer to. So overall heat transfer coefficient क्या होगा बच्चा? 1 by U is equal to what? 1 by H1 plus 1 by H2 plus L by K. Right now? Arey हाँ या ना? Yes, of course it is. Now, my dear, you have to calculate. So how you can calculate? कितना? It should be in meter. Meter में लेना है. That is what? You can do. I will do calculation. 1 by H1, that is 30 plus 1 by 30 plus L is what? It is centimeter. Make it in meter. That is what? 1.50. 1.50. What is K? 0.1. My dear, you will get what? Approximately, you will get जो value आएगी, the value will be, my dear, it is approximately equal to 0.1. It is how much? It will come around 0.07. कितना आ रहा है बच्चा? 0.07. And this is almost equal to what? Thermal conductivity 7 है और वो है 10, right? So it should be what, my dear? Thermal conductivity, where? Yes, this one. Right? Yes or no? Of course, I hope you got it. Yes, of course you got it. 0.07. And that will be equal to thermal conductivity. What I have taken? Sorry. Inverse पे click कर दिया है मेरी. That is thermal conductivity of brick. Okay. I hope it's clear. Very good. It should be inverse नहीं होगा. Sorry. That should be approximately equal to thermal conductivity. Here we go. I hope the diagram is visible. The ideal gas goes from state A to state B via the different process as indicated in the PV diagram. PV diagram दिया हुआ. If Q1, Q2, Q3 are different heat transfer in a different paths and internal energies are given, you have to tell me the relationship between them. My dear, see, the internal energy is what? Point function. So definitely change in equal. It is a point function ना. So इसमें कोई, because point तीनों का same है. You can say over here and it is final point. Right now, so it does not depend on the path. But my dear, it is PV diagram and the work will depend. Work will definitely depend. जिसका work ज़्यादा होगा, उसका heat content भी ज़्यादा होगा. Right? So I can say that is what, my dear. I can say omega 1 of path 1 will be greater than from omega 2 and then, my dear, omega 3. Right? So can I say if it is like this, then, my dear, Q1 will be greater than from Q2 will be greater than Q3. Option number 1 is correct. Yes, very good. Option number 1 is correct. Very good, all of you. Perfect. Here we go for next. The knock rating in SI engine determined by matching the performance of the engine with mixture of what, my dear? Isooctane and heptane. Isooctane and heptane. Octane number of isooctane is 100 and heptane का कितना है? And heptane having octane number of 0. Force 20 meter accelerates body from rest to velocity 3 meter per second the magnitude of change in momentum will be what? In 1 second. In 1 second पूछ रहा है. So you should know what, my dear? Newton's law. That is what? Rate of change of momentum is what, my dear? Is directly proportional to what? Directly proportional किसके होता है बेटा? Force के. किसके proportional होता है? Newton's second law, if you remember. So what it should be? It should be none other than what, my dear? Force is equal to what? Your momentum. Change in directly proportional to momentum, na? With respect to time. So it is what momentum? That is what we have to. The magnitude of change in momentum we have to calculate, right? dm we have to calculate, right, with respect to t, and td is what? 1 second. F is given. F is what? 20 Newton, and 1 second, that will be what? 20. That will be what? 20 kg meter per second, kg meter second, right? Very good. 20 very good. 20 very good, Avit. At break even point, there is no loss, there is no profit. That is what, my dear? Total cost will be equal to what? Sales revenue cost. Total cost will be what, my dear? Sales revenue cost. Okay, I hope you got it. Yes, very good. Total cost is equal to sales revenue cost. Here we go for next. Which one of the following welding method provide the highest heat flux? किसका होता है बच्चा? और सबसे ज्यादा होता है लेजर का. देन उसके बाद इलेक्ट्रॉन बीम वेल्डिंग का. देन माय डियर, राइट ना, सबसे पहले होता है लेजर, देन इलेक्ट्रॉन, देन माय डियर प्लाज्मा, एंड देन वी हैव गैस मेटल आर्क, राइट ना. सबसे ज्यादा होता है. इट इज मोर देन फ्रॉम 10⁸, ज्यादा होता है 10⁸ से. watt per mm square. Okay, I hope you got it. Very good. Laser beam. Here we go for next. A thin spherical pressure vessel, 100 mm dia and 2 mm thickness. It is subjected to an internal pressure of 4 megapascal. Young modulus of and poisonous ratio are given. Find the hoop stress. Hoop stress will be what, my dear? It should be what? PD by 40 होगा. Calculate. कितना आ रहा है बच्चा? I think it's 500 megapascal. It is, I think it's 500. 500 आ रहा है आंसर? Yes or no? Please tell me. Guys, please tell me. It is 500. Very good. Everybody said 500. 450. 500. 500. It is 500. Check. Here we go for next. Consider the following statement. A stub tooth has working depth large. No, the working depth उसका क्या हो जाता है? Reduce. So it is incorrect. The path of contact for inlet gear is an arc circle. No, it's a straight line. क्या होती है? It is a straight line होती है. Not right. So it should be what? Neither one nor two. Okay. Very good. PD by. I hope you got it. Here we go for next. Both wrong. Very good. कौशल शर्मा, PD by 2 बेटा वो उसमें होता है. Okay. Sphere बोला है वहां. Okay. Here we go. The size of the weld in butt welded will be what, my dear? Butt weld is equal to what? Is equal to what, my dear? Throat of weld. What? It is equal to what, my dear? Throat of weld. किसके बराबर होता है? Throat of weld, which is nothing but, which is equal to what, my dear? Thickness of plate. Thickness of plate के बराबर होता है. Okay. Here we go for next. चलें आगे. Throat. Here we go. Throat, that means what? Thickness of plate. The theoretical maximum efficiency of Pelton wheel turbine with friction is given. With friction बोला है, तो friction normal without friction क्या होती है बच्चा? 1 plus cos beta by 2. Sometimes people take alpha. Depend किया आपने क्या nomination दिया एंगल को. So with friction it should be what, my dear? K cos beta by 2. Very good. Third one. Very good. Throat of weld. And that throat of weld is nothing but what? Equal to thickness of plate. Here we go for next. Under which of the following conditions stated with respect to internal and external resistance of a body is lump system analysis applicable? My dear, you should know that Biot number is what? Less than from 0.1. Now you tell me what should be the option. I have given you a hint. हिंट दे दिया है. यस, इंटरनल क्या होता है? इंटर कंडक्टिव रेजिस्टेंस क्या होना चाहिए? कम होना चाहिए कन्वेक्टिव रेजिस्टेंस से. इंटरनल conductive CON resistance will be less than from what, my dear? External convective resistance, right? So कितने परसेंट से होना चाहिए? 0.1 means what, my dear? 10%. When internal resistance is less than 10% of external, right? Number three, very good, ICR, that is internal conductive. Very good. Buffering हो रहा है? Yes. Is there any buffering? Please tell me. मोनू कुमार ने कहा है कि there is a buffering. Guys, please tell me, is any buffering? हाजी बेटा, बफरिंग हो रही है? Is any buffering? Guys, please tell me. No. I think Monu, that is a issue from your side. Okay, Ramji said buffering. No, thoda buff. Okay. What will be the specific enthalpy of steam at pressure 2 megapascal, dryness fraction 0.9, and 2 megapascal specific enthalpy of saturated liquid is given, and specific enthalpy of saturated vapor is given. So, my dear, it should be what? H is equal to what, my dear? It should be what? HF plus X into Hg minus HF. Hg is this one. HF is this one. Put the value, get the answer, and it is what? 0.9. H निकल कर आ जाएगा. And my dear, H is what? H is how much? H is none other than, my dear, 2610. कितना है बच्चा? 2610. कितना है? 2610. Very good. थोड़ा. Okay. I hope now it's fine. Very good. Sometimes na. Okay, little bit. Okay. Here we go. Sharmila Pali, no. Okay. Here we go, my dear. See. In a cooling application, the temperature of air entering and leaving the cooling coil. Enter कितने पे कर रहा है बच्चा? 35 पे. जा कितने पे रहा है? 9.5 पे. By the bypass factor having X value is given 0.15. The apparatus dew point. My dear, please tell me what should be the apparatus dew point? It should be none other than what, my dear? It should be none other than what? क्या हो जाएगा? That is 9.5 minus what? The temperature, that is what? ADP minus ADP. Apparatus dew point बोला है. Okay. Here, that is what, my dear? 35 minus ADP. And it is equal to 0.15. Right? Calculate ADP. And your ADP will be, my dear, it is how much? ADP will be 5 degrees centigrade. कितना? 5 degrees centigrade. Very good. 5 degrees centigrade will be the correct answer. Here we go for next, my dear. The range of projectile is maximum when the angle of projection. Range, what is formula for range, my dear? Can you tell me? हाँ जी बच्चा, it is none other than what? क्या होता है? क्या है range? Range is equal to V square upon twice G into sin into 2 theta. So ये theta, ये maximum कब होगा? It will be maximum when sin theta जो sin 90 हो जाए, क्योंकि इसकी value क्या हो जाएगी? 1, right? So I can say theta will be what, my dear? 45. 45. Very good. Here we go for next. In a network, what is total fluid? They are asking TF, total fluid. Where LFT is what? Latest finish time, EST, earliest start time, and TIJ is nothing but time of activity to complete IJ. Okay. So now you have to tell me what should be the formula for total fluid. Total fluid क्या होगा बच्चा? Total fluid is nothing but what? Latest finish time of activity I, right? Minus earliest start time of what? I. Minus Tij, right? So it should be right answer. Fourth one. Very good. Beautiful, dear. Beautiful. Here we go for next. Gate provided in the mold to ensure what, my dear? Feed the casting at constant rate. Correct. Number 1 is correct. Very good. 4 is correct. Here, number 1. Very good. Yes. 31. My dear, 31. 1. Very good. 1 is correct. Total strain energy theory for failure of material at elastic limit is known as, it is also known as what, my dear? It is also known as Higgs theory. क्या बोला जाता है उसको? Higgs theory और बोला जाता है. Okay, I hope you got it. हाँ जी बच्चा, समझ आ रही है ना चीजें? Okay, here we go. चलें आगे. Okay, so here I go. The gears are used to connect two parallel shaft except, मतलब उससे two parallel shaft को connect नहीं करता. That is what, my dear? किसको connect नहीं करता? That is spur parallel को करता है, helical भी करता है, double helical gear भी करता है. The only thing bevel connects 90 degree वाला, perpendicular. So it should be right answer. Fourth one. Right? Fourth one. 33. Bevel. Very good. Bevel is correct. Very good. Here we go for next point. The device which permits the connection and disconnection of shaft, क्या होगा बच्चा? Clutch. Correct answer. Oil of specific gravity be this much. What will be the viscosity in Newton second per meter square? That means they are asking about mu, that is dynamic viscosity. So my dear, dynamic viscosity, first of all you should convert इसको किस में convert कर लेंगे? meter square per second में, and that will be what, my dear? 0.28 into 10 raised to power minus 4. Right now ये हो जाएगा, and it should be what, my dear? 900 kg per meter cube, right? And you know that mu is equal to what? Mu by rho. So mu is equal to क्या हो जाएगा? Nu into rho. Put the value, get the answer. Nu is how much? This much, and rho is what? 900. Let me know the answer, please. And my dear, the answer will be, कितना आ रहा है बच्चा आंसर? Answer is how much? कितना है? It is 0.0252. 0.0252. This one, Newton second per meter square. Is it clear? Very good. No, it's not 0.262. No, it is 0.0252. Very good, Sumit. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. The steady state heat conduction equation in radial direction in a spherical coordinates, okay, in absence of any heat sources is given by. अभी देखा था सुबह हमने इस चीज को, right? The same thing we have seen in UPPSC session. That is what, my dear? It is none other than 1 upon r square, right? Into dr into r square dt by dr is equal to 0, and that is none other than number 3. Very good. Option 3 is correct. Very good, everybody. Here we go for next. A Carnot engine whose efficiency is 50%. Exhaust temperature 500 Kelvin. If the efficiency is to 60%, अगर पहले देख लें 0.5 है, so इस टाइम पे क्या होगा बच्चा? Here we have exhaust, that is T2 and T1, right? T2 is given, that is 500. So यहाँ से आपका T1 आ जाएगा, and T1 is how much बच्चा? T1 is how much? T1 कितना है बच्चा? T1 आ जाएगा. Your T1 will be what, my dear? 1000 Kelvin. What? 1000 Kelvin. Okay. Now he said, if the efficiency is to make 60%, the same intake pressure, okay, T1 will be same, the exhaust temperature. So my dear, here 0.6, 1 minus exhaust temperature we have to calculate, right? And T1 is what, my dear? 1000. So you have to tell me T2. And my dear, T2 will be what? T2 will be what, my dear? 400. 400. Very good. 400. In this way we have to calculate. Here we go for next, my dear. Consider the following statement. If air is heated in a closed chamber, its dew point will increases. हरी बच्चा, dew point क्या होगा? Increase होगा? No, because its specific humidity remains constant. इसका ओमेगा constant रहेगा, तो dew point क्या रहेगा? Constant रहेगा. So it is not correct. As relative humidity decreases, the difference between the wet bulb temperature and dry bulb temperature will increase. Sure, yes, it's correct. The spray humidification process, the enthalpy of air will decrease. Humidification, that is addition of moisture. So my dear, what will happen? Whether it is going to increase or what, my dear? Please tell me. It should not possible. It is not possible, right? Yes or no, beta? It is not possible. So again, it is wrong. the dew point temperature is always an indication of moisture, right? Number 4. 2 and 4 are correct. That means number 2 is correct. 2 and 4. Very good. Here we go for next. Guys, do hit like, share, and subscribe the session. The magnitude of the resultant force of two equal forces acting at right angle to each other is 1414. What is the magnitude of each force? Okay. Resultant बोल रहा है ना, that is what they are equal. That means what? F square plus twice F1 F2, that is F square into cos of theta, and it should be what? Cos 90. Perpendicular बोला है, so एक गुजर गया. So what we have? R is what, my dear? 1414 is equal to what? It should be what? Twice F square, so under root 2 into F, right? So F will be what, my dear? 1414 divided by root 2. Tell me the answer for it. Tell me the answer for it. The answer will be what, my dear? 1000 Newton. क्या हो रहा है बच्चा? कितना आ रहा है आंसर? Tell me the answer for it. हाँ जी. 1000. Okay. 38 explain. Okay, I'll tell you. 1000. See 38. See, this is the in this when you heat the air in a closed chamber, my dear. At that time, the humidity ratio remains constant. That is, omega remains constant. If omega remains constant, you know that omega and dew point line are parallel, or they sometimes coincide. So definitely the dew point will not going to increase. It will remain constant. It's finished. And my dear, relative humidity decreases. You know that relative humidity जब decrease होगी, that means it should be less than from 100 ना. अगर 100 से less होगी, that means what? It's unsaturated ना. And if it is unsaturated ना, तो what is? dBT is greater than from WBT and dew point temperature. So as you decrease is the difference between, and it is what? Wet bulb depression, wet bulb temperature and dew point temperature will increase. Difference. So definitely the difference is going to increase between these two. Right? I hope you got it. Spray humidification process, enthalpy of air will increase. No, it's not possible. Humidification. Okay. I hope you got it, beta. Decrease बोल रहा है, decrease. It is going to increase. Increase होगा. अरे चार्ट देखा है, pH chart. Humidification, that means this one. Enthalpy lines are like this. So here it is, and now over it is. यहाँ पे आ जाएगी process. So it should be like this. It will be moved from point 1 to point 2. So here the enthalpy will be higher, and here it will be lower. I hope you got it. It's finished. Here we go. Most welcome. NLC cutoff, please. 85 to 95. 85 to 95. The magnitude of, okay, we have done this. Process layout is employed for. Process layout is employed for, my dear. Please tell me. Answer of this question. Process. We have done this now. Let me check. 39 we done. 30, 40. Guys, please tell me. The process layout is employed for batch production. For batch production. Very good. Batch production. Shivani, it's not for. It's not for. It's not for. No, no, no. अरे continuous type of product, continuous point of product you are getting in product layout. Product layout में मिलता है. 3 नहीं होगा. That's why I said. And second will be नहीं होगा. Continuous type of product you are getting in product layout. For a hollow shaft of inner dia D, outer dia capital D, the modulus of rupture. Modulus of rupture means what, my dear? Maximum shear stress. ताऊ की बात कर रहा है. And you know that for solid one, it is what? 16D upon pi D cube. Right? So hollow के लिए क्या होता है बेटा? Hollow के लिए 16T divided by pi into what? यहाँ पे क्या होगा बेटा? यहाँ पे D cube. Right? And it should be what? 1 minus raised to power K raised to power 4. Right? So क्या हो जाएगा? यहाँ पे D cube नहीं लाना है, D4 के फॉर्म में ही रखना है. So what it should be? It should be what, my dear? 16T into D divided by pi into what, my dear? D4 minus D4. Right? Yes or no, beta? It should be the answer. It should be the answer. Final answer. So which option is correct? Which option is correct, beta? It is none other than number 2. It is none other than number 2. 16TD pi d4 right. Option number 2 is correct. Very good. Here we go for next. For application involving transmission in one direction only, the type of thread best suited is what, my dear? It is which kind of thread? It is one direction में. That is what? None other than. कल भी देखा था इसके बारे में डिस्कशन किया था. That is buttress. Very good. Buttress. The block of weight 100 Newton is placed on a rough surface. If a horizontal force of 60 Newton is just cause the body to slide over a horizontal plane, the coefficient of friction of the block and the plane is between the block and plane is, my dear. Block weight 100 Newton. So, my dear, 100 Newton है. F is equal to क्या होगा? Mu into M. Right? Normal reaction is equal to what? 100 Newton. Mu you have to determine. That is what? F by N. That is what? 60 by 100. That is what, my dear? 0.6. Very good. 0.6. Here we go for next. SI unit of gravitational constant. You know that force is directly proportional to what? Product of mass and inversely proportional to distance between them. That is what? Radius. That is what, my dear? It is like this. याद आ रहा है धुआं धुआं सा कुछ? ये लॉ पढ़ चुके हैं 10वीं 12वीं में. In 11 12th में, right now. So G half what, my dear? It should be F R square upon M1 into M2. F have what, my dear? And R will be what? R will be meter square. It is what? Kg square. So what it should be? Newton meter square per kg square. That is what this one. Number 1. I hope you got it, beta. Yes or no? Yes. Here we go for next. चलें आगे. I hope you got it. Very good. 1. Here we go. The maximum efficiency of screw jack. Maximum efficiency of screw jack is what, my dear? 1 minus sine theta, 1 plus sine theta. याद आ रहा है? 1 minus sine of 30, 1 plus sine of 30. And sine 30 is what? 1 by 2. Calculate the answer and let me know. 1 by 2 sine 30. That is none other than what, my dear? It should be यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा? ऊपर आ जाएगा half. यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा? 1 plus 1 by 2. That is 3 by 2. That is what, my dear? 1 by 3. And 1 by 3 matlab what? 0.33. That is nothing but 33%. 33%. Very good. 4th one is correct. Okay, here we go for next. A circular disc have masses 1, 2. Radii ratio 2, 1. The ratio of their moment of inertia. Circular disc क्या होता है बच्चा इनका? इनका होता है mr square by 4. Right? So can I say I1 is directly the I1 by I2. So it will be what? Directly proportional to mass. है ना? तो M1 by M2 हो जाएगा into R1 by R2 का square हो जाएगा. So M1 by 1 2 दिया है. That is 1 by 2 multiplied by R1 by R2. That is 4 by 1. So क्या हो जाएगा? 2. Answer will be 2:1. Answer will be 2:1. Very good. Answer will be 2:1. Very good. Here we go for next point. Okay. Here we go for next. Very good. 2:1. Very good. Non-taxing section. Date, please. Arey Mohan Raj. See, again the same thing. A semi-infinite flat plate shown in the figure. The theoretical stress concentration factor Kt for an elliptical hole of major axis 2a and minor axis 2b is given by. That is stress concentration factor that we have already calculated. It is none other than twice a IB. Right? It is what, my dear? It is this one. Kt. Very good. 4th one. Here we go for next. For a floating body, the buoyant force passes through. My dear, किससे पास होता है? जो वॉल्यूम होता है उसके सेंट्रॉइड से. The volume of liquid which has been displaced, that is centroid. Right? बेटा बोलो. Very good. 4th one. 4th one. Correct. Everybody is correct. Here we go for next, my dear. We are done 48, 50. Kirchhoff's law state that. Total radiation, no, radiation नहीं. from black body per second. No, it is related to something what, my dear? Emissive power से related है. It is wrong. Wavelength, no, it is wind displacement law. Ratio of emissive power to the absorptive power of all bodies in the same is equal to the emissive power of the perfectly black body, right? Number three. Very good. Centroid of displaced volume, it's correct. Last question का आंसर था वो. रिवर्सिबल हीट इंजन रिजेक्ट्स 50% ऑफ हीट. अगर 50% रिजेक्ट कर दिया तो इफिशिएंसी कितना हो गया? 50%. अरे 50% rejected, that means 50% converted into work. That means what? Efficiency 50%. Heat supplied during a cycle of operation. If the engine is reverse, okay, as heat pump, you know that COP of heat pump, that is what? 1 plus COP of refrigerator is equal to 1 upon efficiency of heat engine. So my dear, 1 upon 0.5, that will be what? 2. Very good. Here we go for next. Consider the following: excessive power consumption, high consumption, large volume of this statement. In case of vapor compression machine, if condensing temperature of refrigerant is closer to the critical temperature, then there will be excessive power consumption. Yes. High compression, of course, then and only the temperature is going to increase, and large volume rate. That means what? All are correct. That is 1, 2, 3 are correct. Yes, please tell me. 51. What should be the answer for it? Guys, I'm not getting your answer. Please tell me. Yes. Be fast. It is 1. Very good. Here we go for next. Chale aage. Can I go ahead? Bole re baba. Here we go for next. Okay. कोई कुछ बोल रहा है. That is what? Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1. Very good. Here we go for next. A person whose weight is 800 Newton steps onto a scale that on the floor of the elevator car. Okay. If the elevator accelerates upward at the rate of what, my dear? 5 meters per second square. So what will be the scale rate, my dear? C. ये क्या होगा? Normal reaction ऊपर जाएगा. ये आदमी है. Supposed to be this is a man. So definitely its weight will be going to downward and normal reaction at with upward, right? So my dear, what it should be? Normal reaction minus what, my dear? FW, and this should be equal to what? This acceleration, right now, MA. Am I right? Acceleration means what? MA na? Total force. So my dear, reaction is what? Normal reaction, that is what will be the rate? Now we have to calculate what, my dear? Normal reaction, right now. So my dear, this will be Fn is equal to Fw plus Ma. Right? What is the Fw? Fw किसके बराबर होगा बच्चा? Fw will be equal to, it is nothing but what, my dear? Weight. W is equal to what? Mg plus Ma. Yes, my dear. I'll take, that is what? A plus G. Right? Now listen to me very carefully. We got A plus G right now. But you know that mass is equal to what, my dear? Mass is equal to W by G, A plus G. Now you can fill, now just put the value, get the answer. W is what? 800. It is 800. W is 800 divided by 10. Acceleration 5 plus 10. Tell me the answer. Answer will be, my dear, 1200 Newton. How many? 1200 Newton aayega answer. 5 plus 10, 15. Right? It should be what? 8. 15 8s are 120. That is 1200. 1200. Very good. No, it's not 800. 800. Very good. Okay. आप option बता रहे थे. No issue. Product layout is employed for batch production, continuous production, effective utilization of machine, all of the above. Now tell me product के बारे में. Guys, be fast. 53. It should be, my dear, please tell me the answer for it. It should be second only. Very good. Continuous only. Yes, it is continuous. When the frictional force helps the applied force in applying the brake is self-energizing or locking. No, locking नहीं होगा. Locking में we required 0. Locking में friction is sufficient होता है. So we don't require any kind of external force. Right now, बट सेल्फ एनर्जाइजिंग में क्या होता है, फ्रिक्शन फोर्स हेल्प करता है, दैट इज नन अदर देन दिस। ओके, हियर वी गो फॉर नेक्स्ट, here we go for next, my dear. See, anemometer, match the pair, match the pair. Anemometer for velocity, that is 2, right? Anemometer किसके लिए होता है बच्चा, velocity के लिए 2. so देखें 2 कहाँ कहाँ है, so it is, I think 1 and 2 are incorrect right now. yes, now see, piezometer, piezometer किसके लिए होता है बच्चा, static pressure के लिए, difference between static pressure and total pressure. pitot tube किस लिए होती है, pitot tube C का 1 और 3, pitot tube 1 और 3 और 4. हाँ जी बच्चा, please tell me guys, be fast यार, you are doing very slow, be fast. It is none other than what, my dear, C. B का क्या होगा, piezometer, that is static pressure 3, right? B3, okay, that is correct. And C का 4, that is difference between this orifice flow rate, right? That is third one is correct. Third one, very good. Here we go for next. Guys, do hit like, share, and subscribe the channel. The only thing that I expect from your side. From laminar or for laminar force, convection or a flat plate, if the free stream velocity increased by factor 2, the average heat transfer coefficient will be, my dear, will be. Please tell me the answer for it. Guys, be fast and be fast. Guys, do it. Haji bachcha, please tell me. Be fast, my dear, be fast. You know there is a Nusselt number. You know there is a Nusselt number for force convection. That is what, my dear, 0.664 Reynolds number raised to power 1 by 2 into Reynolds number raised to power 1 by 3. Right? You know this is Nu means what, my dear, HD by K, right? And this Reynolds number means what, my dear, rho Vd by mu, right? So V 1 by 2 means what, square root. So can I say H is what, my dear, it is raised to power 1 by 2. So you have to tell me H is, my dear, directly proportional to what, under root of V. Yes or no beta, yes or no? Yes, of course. So option will be, which option is correct, my dear? Here the option number 3 is correct. Which one? 3. कौन सा करेक्ट होगा, थर्ड वन, rises by root 2. Had you got it? Very good. Rises by root 2. Very good. Here we go for next question, 57, sorry. Consider two containers A and B containing identical gases, the same pressure, volume and temperature. The gas in container A is compressed to half. जो गैस इन कंटेनर ए किस पे कंप्रेस हो रही है, टू द हाफ ऑफ ओरिजिनल volume, okay, isothermally, while the gas in container B is compressed to half of its original value adiabatically. The ratio of final pressure of the gas in B to that of A, my dear, we have to calculate. How we can calculate, my dear? How we can calculate? So you should know that. You know that. That is none other than, पहले हम A की बात कर लें. A की, that is what, PV2A is equal to what, my dear, PV, right? P1 V1 mu was what, PV. You know that P2, and it is what, my dear, it is V by 2, right? It should be what, PV, VV guzar gaya, so P2 is nothing but what, my dear, twice PV, sorry, twice 2PV, 2P, right? Yes or no bacha, had you got it, this thing? And this is the pressure of A only, okay? A ka, had you got it? Now my dear, listen to me, abhi gamma wala kaam karte hain, abhi gamma wala. So similarly, if I go for gamma, what I'll get, my dear? What I'll get? Yes. For अगर करूं जो आइडियाबैटिकली हुआ उसमें वो क्या मिल जाएगा? Similarly, same process. The only thing और एक gamma आ जाएगा. That is what, 2 raised to power gamma into P आ जाएगा. Yes or no, guys? Yes or no? If I go for adiabatic, right? Now they have asked the ratio. They have asked the ratio from B to A, right? So it should be what, my dear? 2 into 2 raised to power gamma into P divided by 2P. So PP will get cancelled, my dear. You will get 2 raised to power gamma minus 1 because 2 raised to ऊपर जाएगा, it should be minus 1, right? So which the number 2? Had you got it? Had you got it now? Very good. I have done directly over here for B because it's an adiabatic process. Just you have to put the gamma extra thing. Okay. Here we go for next. A refrigeration system operates on reverse Carnot cycle. The temperature for cycle are higher, this one, lower, this one. The capacity of refrigeration is 10 TR. What is the heat rejected from the system per hour if all the losses are neglected? Guys, we have to calculate the heat rejected. What we have to calculate? Heat rejected. Okay. Okay. I hope you got it. Yes. So my dear, it's a reversible. It's a reversible now. It's a reversible. Okay. So it should be what? 293 lower temperature. So it should be 220 plus 20, right? And here, यहाँ पे difference कितना आएगा दोनों का? That is 20, right? So what it should be? Yes, COP. This is what, my dear? COP. COP is what? Lower temperature divided by the TH minus TL, right now. So it should be 14.65. कितना आ गया? 14.65. Now, if you have COP, my dear, you can calculate right now. Yes or no? Of course you can. Of course you can. Right? So my dear, just see here. Now see, 14.65 is equal to refrigeration effect, and that is what? 10 TR. 10 TR, right? So 10 multiplied by what, my dear? They want in kilojoule per hour. They want in kilojoule per hour. So you are not, कैसे करोगे इसको? So we'll do one thing. इसको हम ऐसे ही रहने देते हैं, right? हम इसको TR में निकाल लेते हैं, right? So it is what? 10 ना, 14.65 multiplied by 10 TR divided by W. So my dear, W will be what? W will be what? 10 TR divided by 14.65, right? Yes or no? Now you will get, my dear, यहाँ से आपको W मिलेगा, and W will be 0.682. कितना आ गया? 0.682, right? And you know that heat rejected will be what, my dear? 0.682 plus 10. अरे भैया, heat rejected क्या होगी? 0.682 plus 10, right now? Yes or no? अरे he work added, right now? अरे भैया, जो heat rejected होती है रेफ्रिजरेशन में क्या होती है? RE plus W होती है ना? So that the same thing I have done. That is what? 10.68. But my dear, it is in TR. But we want in kilojoule per hour, right? We want in kilojoule per hour. So how we can? What we can do? We can do, my dear, one thing. That is, we can multiply it by 10.682 multiplied by 3.5. It is in kilojoule per second. We have to convert in kilojoule per hour, multiply by 3600. And my dear, tell me the answer. What is the answer for it? What is the answer? It is none of these. None of these. क्योंकि इसमें उतना बड़ा मैग्नीट्यूड आया ही नहीं है. 1, 3, 4, 5 something कुछ आ रहा है. That is none of these. Very good. Okay. अभी यादव जी 85 to 95. 95 बहुत हो गया, 100 जाएगी, इससे ज्यादा नहीं जाएगी. A body of mass 20 kg drop from height 2 meter. G is taken as 10 meter per second. The kinetic energy just before striking. So my dear, अगर ऐसा है, आप यहाँ पे एक बॉडी है, उसको यहाँ पे एक सरफेस है, यहाँ पे स्ट्राइक होने से पहले, जस्ट स्ट्राइक होने से पहले उसकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी हमें बतानी है. सो इट हैव व्हाट, माय डियर? mgh. एंड यू नो दैट लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ एनर्जी, जितना एनर्जी यहाँ होगा उतना एनर्जी यहीं होगा. दैट मींस व्हाट? पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू काइनेटिक एनर्जी. दैट इज व्हाट? mgh इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? काइनेटिक एनर्जी. सो माय डियर, mgh क्या है? 20 d10 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 2. ये 40 400 हो गया. 400. Okay, here we go for next, my dear. Which of the following is true for inventory control? Economic order has minimum total cost per order. Correct. Inventory carrying cost increases with quantity per order. See again, inventory carrying cost increases with quantity per order. Of course, ordering cost decreases with lot size. Ordering cost decreases. Was correct. That is all of the were correct, right? All are correct. All are correct. Yes, all are correct. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. Do hit like, share, and subscribe the channel. Select the odd one out. See, feather की, saddle की, woodruff की, jeep की. I want to tell you जो feather की है and woodruff की है and jeep की है. These are what, my dear? These are these three. ये तीनों के तीनों क्या है? Sunk की है only. These are sunk की. But my dear, this saddle key is nothing but what? Sunk into hub key है ये. right? Sunk into hub की handwriting सही से नहीं है, sorry for that. That is number 2. Number 2. Wait, number 2 is correct. Saddle key, very good. The stream function, that is psi, is given by this x cube minus y cube, observer for two-dimensional flow field at point 1 minus 1. So you have to calculate the component first, right? Yes or no? हाँ जी बच्चा, पहले component calculate करना पड़ेगा, right? First of all, you have to calculate u and then v, right now? Of course. So you know that u is equal to what, my dear? Minus of d psi by dy. So minus d psi क्या हो जाएगा? By dy. It is what, my dear? Minus of minus, that is what? Thrice y square. That is what? Thrice y square आ जाएगा, right? Minus 1, that is 3 into minus 1 का square, that is what? 3. v क्या है बच्चा? v मेरा है d psi by dx. It should be none other than what, my dear? Thrice x square. That is what? 3. तो 3 और 3, right? अंडर रूट में इन दोनों का स्क्वायर होएगा. That is 3 square plus 3 square. That is what? 9 plus 9, 18. आंसर क्या आएगा बच्चा इसका? ना 18 का स्क्वायर क्या आएगा? 18 का स्क्वायर रूट, that is 4.24. Very good. 4.24. Here we go for next. In a steady state conduction with thermal conductivity given by this one, and here देखो कल हमने नेगेटिव वाला किया था, आज यहाँ पॉजिटिव बोला है, so definitely इस टाइम पे टेम्परेचर क्या हो जाएगा? हायर हो जाएगा. Same option, right? We have done this question yesterday also, but at that time it should not be. Yes, it should be what? More heat at higher temperature. More heat at higher temperature. Very good. A small steam vessel perfectly insulated and doing no sharp work causes enthalpy drop 1.25 kilojoule per kg. The kinetic energy of steam at entry is negligible. The velocity of steam, my dear. We have to calculate velocity of steam. So it is what? That is vessel. Vessel is there. So definitely जो vessel होगी बच्चा वो किसके जैसे काम करेगी? हाँ जी, it should be working like ना, working like in what, my dear? Nozzle. So भैया nozzle के जैसे काम. It is one. It is what? 2 into 1000. What, my dear? Delta H. Right now, and it is what? Delta H should be in what, my dear? Kilojoule per kg. Then and only it should be what? In meter per second. So my dear, 2000. ये कहाँ से आता है equation? This equation is nothing but what? Steady flow energy equation we had applied for nozzle. If you remember, delta H is how much? 1.25. Let me know the answer of it. Achha, please tell me the answer for it. It is none other than what, my dear? 50 meter per second. (65) Air cooling is used for Freon compressors, whereas water jacketing is adopted for cooling ammonia compressors. This is because. Why it is so? Why it is so? It is just because of why? High discharge temperature than Freon. जो temperature होता है, discharge temperature जो होता है from compressor in ammonia is quite high, my dear. Number 4. Very good. Very good. 65. Very good. Fourth one is correct. Here we go for next. The forces whose lines of action lie in same plane and are meeting at one point are known as, my dear. क्या बोला जाता है उनको? Same plane में और एक जगह पे मिल रहे हो तो, guys, it is none other than what? It is your coplanar concurrent forces. Coplanar concurrent. Very good. It is coplanar concurrent. Okay. Very good. Here we go for next, my dear. Listen to me very carefully. Jigs and fixture are what? Machining tools, precision tools, both A and B, right? The ratio of maximum deflection of a simply supported beam with a central load of W and of a cantilever beam same length with load W, it's a free end, my dear. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि simply supported beam का क्या होता है रेशो? 48 EI, right? Delta for simply supported beam, whereas for cantilever beam it is what, my WL cube upon thrice EI, right ना? So देखो ये गुजर गया, ये भी गुजर जाएगा, ये भी गुजर जाएगा, ये भी गुजर जाएगा, 3 ऊपर चला जाएगा, मतलब 1/16 आ जाएगा आंसर, राइट ना? इनका रेशियो पूछा तो 1/16 3 है, यहाँ पे 48 है, 1/16. I hope you got it. Here we go for next, my dear. Here we go for next. 70. The amount of energy absorbed by flywheel is determined from the torque triangle diagram, right? 70. The effective length of fillet weld. Effective length क्या होता है बच्चा? Wait, sorry. Effective length of fillet weld is, my dear, it is none other than what? It is 1 minus or 1 plus. It is, my dear, हाँ जी बच्चा, it is 1 minus into what? Size of weld. 1 minus into what? Total length minus this one. That is L, not 1, sorry. 1 minus 2 into weld size, that is S. Very good. Very good. Here we go. It's not throat size. Throat size नहीं है वो. Weld size है, weld size. Remember, it is weld size. I repeat. Okay, here we go for next point. Here we go for next. The frictional resistance of a pipe varies. Frictional resistance, that is what? HF is equal to what, my dear? FL V square upon twice G into D. This is what? Characteristic length. Right now, that is M. A by P. याद आ रहा हो? धुआं धुआं सा भी किया हमने. So what? Approximately with the what, my dear? Square of velocity. Heat is lost from 100 mm dia steam pipe placed horizontally in ambient air, 30 degree centigrade temperature. Okay. Nusselt number is given 25. The thermal conductivity is given this much. Then the heat transfer coefficient. Nusselt number is what, my dear? HD by K होता है. Diameter is given. K is given. H मिल जाएगा बच्चा. H कितना है? कितना आएगा वैल्यू H का? H का वैल्यू कितना है? ये बहुत छोटे छोटे क्वेश्चन है. इसमें टाइम नहीं लगना चाहिए आपको. That is what, my dear? 7.5. कितना आएगा? 7.5 वाट पर मीटर स्क्वायर केल्विन. तो कब ये डी किसमें होगा? मीटर में होगा. ओके, एंड ये तो मीटर में दिया ही है. डी किसमें 100 है, दैट इज 0.1. वेरी गुड. आप लोग लैग चल रहे हैं. ओके, हियर वी गो फॉर नेक्स्ट. 7.5. हियर वी गो फॉर नेक्स्ट. माइंड, if new scale n of temperature is divided in such a way that the freezing point of ice is 100 Newton and boiling point is 400 degree Newton, at what temperature both Celsius and new temperature scale reading will be same, my dear? क्या होगा? You know that it is none other than scale जब होती है तो हम लोग क्या लेते हैं? boiling point minus जिसपे हमें determine करना है temperature, right ना? याद आ रहा है ना? What, my dear? BP minus X divided by boiling point minus what, my dear? Ice point is equal to what? BP here scale 2 का, right? And it is what? BP minus IP also. It is scale 2 and it is scale 1, right? Put the value, get the answer. My dear, scale 1 में what is temperature? It is none other than what? 400 minus X, right? It is 400 minus X. Why I have put it this equal? Because they have asked what temperature, both the Celsius and new temperature scale will show the same reading. So new scale 400 minus X, my dear, 400 minus what, my dear? Freezing point is what? 100. BP कितना होता है सेल्सियस में? 100 डिग्री minus X divided by 100 minus 0, right? My dear, what is the value of X? X का वैल्यू क्या होगा बच्चा? -50. कितना आ रहा है आंसर? -50. Yes, -50. Buffering हो रहा है. Okay. It should be -50. It should be -50. I repeat. No, it should be -50. Very good, Abhit. Very good. Here we go. There is buffering. Sumit said it is a buffering. Here we go for next. If moist air is sensibly cooled above its dew point temperature, which of the following statement are correct? Dew point temperature से ज़्यादा बेकूल हुई है. So my dear, which statement will going to be correct, my dear? 74. Yes. Relative humidity decreases? No, it will going to increase, right? Wet bulb temperature decreases, of course, right? ये decrease होगा, no issue on that. Cool above, okay? So wet bulb temperature is going to decrease, right? And my dear, one more thing, that is what? Wet bulb temperature increases? No. Humidity ratio remains constant, of course. 2 and 4 are correct. That means, my dear, 2 and 4 are correct. That means what? Option number 4 is correct. Okay? Option number 4 is correct. Very good. Yes, sir, buffering. It's okay now? Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go, my dear. चलें. How 4 पूछ रहे हो? How? अरे बेटा यार ये चार्ट ध्यान रखो. It is what? Moist air sensibly cool. Cool मतलब what? ऐसा होगा cooling. ड्राइवर टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज होगा. आपको पता है इस डायरेक्शन में क्या बढ़ता है? WBT बढ़ता है. सो पहले WBT यहां था. राइट नाउ इट कम ओवर हियर. तो यहां से क्या हुआ? ड्रॉप हो गया. WBT हैज बीन डिक्रीज. यस और नो? यस और नो? एंड ह्यूमिडिटी रेशियो द ओमेगा क्या है? कांस्टेंट. आई होप यू गॉट इट. वेरी गुड. हियर वी गो फॉर नेक्स्ट. Bullet of mass m kg is fired horizontally with a velocity v m meter per second from a gun at what, my dear? 100 m per kg. The recoil velocity of gun is what, my dear? Concept लगा दो इसमें. जितने पे फायर करोगे उतने पे वापस आएगा. राइट? अरे हाँ या ना बेटा? Of course it is. Yes or no? So कितना होगा? फाइनल वेलोसिटी कितनी आएगी बेटा? Final velocity will be what? Final velocity will be what, my dear? Final velocity जो आएगी वो आती है आपकी. मैं आपको डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला डेरिवेशन करके नहीं दे रहा हूं उतना बड़ा. दिस वन, राइट? सो आपको पता ये स्मॉल m है. तो स्मॉल m कितना दिया बेटा? स्मॉल m इज गिवन, दैट इज 100. नो 100 नहीं, स्मॉल m कैपिटल m दिया है 100 m मल्टीप्लाइड बाय वेलोसिटी. सो क्या होगा? गुजर जाएगा. माइनस v बाय 100 विल बी द आंसर. राइट? दिस वन. इसमें कंसेप्ट लगाया है कि जितने से आप फायर करोगे, जितने से गन आगे जाएगा उतने से पीछे आएगा, झटका मारेगा बैक साइड. सो वो फंडा लगा के ये निकालना है. यहाँ पे डेरिवेशन है वो 4-5 लाइन का. आई विल नॉट डू दैट डेरिवेशन. ओके? अरे भैया ये लो, m1 u1 प्लस m2 u2 इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? फाइनल m1 v1 प्लस m v2. जस्ट पुट द वैल्यू. ये तो 0 हो जाएंगे कि नहीं हो जाएंगे? I hope you got it. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, of course. अब इसको मान लेते हैं. इसको मान लिया स्मॉल वाला v, इसको मान लिया कैपिटल v. राइट? सो एक स्मॉल वाला v, ये कैपिटल v निकालना है. We have to find out this capital V. So small m divided by capital M into v. आ गया वही डेरिवेशन. आ गया. I hope you got it. Here we go for next. चलें? Can we go ahead? Here we go. Okay, we go ahead. ओके. उपेंद्र जी यूपीपीएससी का रोबोटिक्स करवा दिया हमने. हो गई क्लास वो, और वो वीडियो भी अपलोड नहीं करवाए हम. रीऑर्डरिंग लेवल इज कैलकुलेटेड एज बाय माय डियर मैक्सिमम कंजम्पशन रेट मल्टीप्लाइड बाय मैक्सिमम रीऑर्डर पीरियड. यस और नो? बोले रे बच्चा. 76. यस इट इज. यही है आंसर. मैक्सिमम कंजम्पशन रेट इनटू मैक्सिमम रीऑर्डर पीरियड. ओके? ओके, आई होप यू गॉट इट. नमस्ते विवेक जी नमस्ते. वेरी गुड. हियर वी गो फॉर नेक्स्ट. विच फ्लेम हैज इनर कोन टेम्परेचर हायर? तो मैं बता दूं ऑक्सीडाइजिंग. दैट इज व्हाट, माय डियर? ऑक्सीडाइजिंग हैव हायर टेम्परेचर. दैट इज व्हाट? 3300 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. राइट? एंड देन माय डियर सबसे कम किसका होता है? कार्बोराइजिंग का. इसका कितना होता है? 2900. न्यूट्रल हाउ मच? इट इज 3200 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. हाँ, so it should be what? Highest will be oxidizing, that is 3300. Very good. Here we go for next. Maximum shear stress theory for failure of material at the elastic limit known as Guest and Tresca. A point B on rigid link AB moves with respect to point A with angular velocity omega. Okay, acceleration of point B with respect to A. कौन हमें देखो, that is what? With respect to point A. AB is moving with respect to point A. That means, my dear, now we have to calculate the total acceleration of point B with respect to A. So definitely there is a radial component and tangential component. There should be a radial component and what, my dear? Tangential component. Coriolis तो किसमें आता है? Sliding होनी चाहिए. तो वहां पे तो sliding है नहीं. Right? So it should be what, my dear? Radial component and tangential component. Number 3. Very good. Very good. Number 3 is correct. I hope you got it. Here we go for next, my dear. Pre-tensioning of the bolted joint is used to what, my dear? It is used to what? Increase stiffness of the bolted joint. Number 3. increase the stiffness. Sliding has Coriolis. Very good, Sumit. Third is correct. Okay, here we go for next. Curtis turbine is an example of what, my dear? Velocity compounding impulse turbine. Right now, fan produces a feeling of comfort during hot weather because whatever the sweat you have, that will get evaporated. Right? That is what our perspiration has been evaporated quickly. Number one. It's a basic question. Liquid 1 at atmosphere. I will wait for you guys because there is lagging. Right? I'll wait. Okay. Wait कर लेते हैं आप. Here I'll go ahead. Okay, 83. Wait कर लिया. Okay, now I'll go ahead. Liquid water at 1 atmospheric pressure and 0 degree centigrade freezes to ice, transmitting heat to the surrounding. Also at 0 degree centigrade. In this process, see, water is get converted into ice. कब होगा? When water से heat reject हो जाए, right? So definitely the entropy of water is going to be decreased. Yes, but overall entropy of what, my dear? Universe, that will going to be increase, right? So entropy of water is decreased, but the universe increase, right? Very good. Buffering? Yes, it's buffering now. There is buffering. There is buffering issue. I'll wait for you guys. Don't worry. Okay. Here we go for next, my dear. Chale? I think it's fine now. Right? It's fine. Yes, entropy of universe always increase. Motion of body in XY plane. Sorry. Which of the following is not true? Which of the following is not true in respect of ideal refrigerant? Low latent heat of vaporization. No. Latent heat should be what, my dear? High. So it is incorrect. So number 1 is our option, right? The maximum value of Z, thrice x1 plus x2, is subjected to constraint. Okay. I think we have to draw. Right. So what you have to do? Thrice x1 plus x2. Okay. So my dear, see, if you put x here, x2 0, supposed to be it is x2 and it is x1. x2 0, if I take an x2 0, then my dear, what you'll have? That is x1 will be, that is I'll get coordinates, that is 3 by 2. That is what, my dear? I will say 1.5 and 0. Another point is what, my dear? I'll put this 0. I'll get 3 0. That is 0 3. Right? And this one, my dear, I'll get point 0 and 0 and 0 and 0. Right? Yes or no, bacha? That means 0 0 means line will pass from this origin, one line. Right? And it is what? Greater. So, my dear, the direction, कुछ side होगी direction. Direction will be which side? Direction will be in this side, my dear. It is greater. Okay. Okay. Now the another, that is what? 1.5 and 0. Here 1.5 and 0. And here, my dear, what? 0 and 3 will be here. Right? Yes or no, bacha? Of course it is. Of course it is. Right? So the line will be like this. And it will be in this direction. So, my dear, it is what? This will be the common region. This will be the common region now. So, it is what? Unbounded, infeasible, or what? Please tell me. It is none other than, my dear, unbounded. It is what? Unbounded. कोई limit नहीं है इसकी. Okay? I hope you got it. 85 once. Okay? Motion of body in XY plane is represented. Okay? We have not done it. Okay? I think we have not done it, right? Find the magnitude of its absolute velocity. Okay. So see, x component will be what, my dear, with respect to t, right? So we have to calculate. 85 we have not solved right now. So let me solve this. Okay. Let me solve this. So it should be what, my dear? dx by dt will be what? Minus 9. And my dear, dy by dt, that will be what, my dear? Twice t. And t is what, my dear? T is given 6. That is what? 12. Right? And now we have to do what, my dear? 12 square. And my dear, minus 9 square. That is what? 9 square. right? It should be what? 144 plus 81. And my dear, what you'll get? You'll get answer. Answer will be what, my dear? 225. ये कितना हो गया? 225. It is 225, right? It is none other than 15. So it should be unbounded. We have done 86 as well, right? 87. For a small scale industry, I hope it's done. Very good. कब होता है सर? प्रमोद जाधव, you can check out. प्रमोद जी, you can check out the channel. And I think the timing आपको मिल जाएगी वहां पे. अभी लाइव लगी हुई है एक क्लास. I think 8 बजे कुछ है, समथिंग ऐसा कुछ टाइमिंग है. Please check out, प्रमोद. Check out the channel. In that you will get timing. For a small scale industry, the fixed cost per month is rupees 5,000. The variable cost per product is rupees 20. Sales price is rupees 30 per price. The break even production per month will be, my dear, we have to calculate X. Fixed cost is about 5,000. F, right? क्या हो जाएगा बच्चा ये? F upon S minus V, right? F is what? 5,000. S is how much बच्चा? 30 minus what? 20. V, variable cost. That is what, my dear? 500. Third one, right? Third. Very good. Pramod Jadhav, you can check out. Once again, I repeat that you can check out the channel. In that, you'll come to know when there is a class. You definitely will find the thumbnail. A body is in equilibrium when? Body is in equilibrium when the vector sum of external force and moment is 0, right? Francis turbine running at 200 RPM develops power this much. Head 25. The power output under head of 100 meter will be, my dear. It is what? Model and prototype. Right? Yes or no, beta? Yeah, of course it is. So now you have to tell me the answer for it. Guys, please tell me how it could be. Yes. Please tell me, my dear. It is none other than what? P upon D5 n cube. Right now, क्या होता है? P upon D5 n cube. Right? Just solve this. Right, C. Turbine develops power. Okay, that means allowed dia is same. Right now, under head. And my dear C, what we have to calculate? Output under, okay. My dear, we have to, N is given 200 RPM, 5,000. Okay. And head is 25 meter. Then power output under a head. Okay. Now, my dear, from here, you'll get, here P1 is given, P2 is given. Right? No, P2 is not given. P2 is not given. We have to do something, another formula. We have to, right? यहाँ से आपका, but before that, my dear, you have to calculate head, right? But you know that, what, my dear? H1 upon S2 is nothing but N1 upon N2 का whole square. Right? From here you will get S2. S2 कितना है बच्चा? S2 is given. Here you will get N2. And N2 is what, my dear? N2 is what? N2 is nothing but what, my dear? 400. कितना जाएगा? It is 400. यहाँ से कितना आएगा? N2 400. Put this value over here. You will get what, my dear? P2. And P2 will be what, my dear? P2 कितना जाएगा? P2 will be 40,000 kilowatt. Okay, 40,000 kilowatt. Here N2, what? N1 you have, P1 we have. N2 you will get from this equation, my dear, you will get P2. It's clear? Very good. Here we go for next. It's 40,000. Okay, here we go. My dear. I hope you got it. 92. In a turbulent flow, one can estimate the Nusselt number using analogy between the heat and momentum transfer. That is Kalban analogy. Okay, the analogy relates the Nusselt number to the coefficient of friction CF as, my dear. Please tell me that Kalban analogy. Aji bacha, which one is correct? It is none other than number 1. कौन सा है? 0.5. That is, Nu is equal to what? Half multiplied by, or you can say CF by 2 Re into PR raised to power 1 by 3. This CF by 2 means what, my dear? 0.5. Very good. How it could be, R? It should be 1. Very good. It should be 1. Here we go for next. Hyperbolic process is governed by hyperbolic process. Hyperbolic process is nothing but what? PV is equal to C. That means what? Pressure is inversely proportional to V when temperature is what? Constant. That is none other than what, my dear? Boyle's law. कौन सा है बच्चा ये? It is our Boyle's law. Which one? Boyle's law. Very good. It is Boyle's law. Very good. Boyle's law. Here we go for next. In a reaction turbine, the heat drop is fixed in a fixed blade. 8. Total heat drop, sorry, 20. Okay, my dear, total is 20 means in stage. That means fixed का कितना है? 8. So my dear, moving का कितना हो जाएगा? 12. So degree of reaction is nothing but heat drop, that is enthalpy drop in moving blade, that is 12 divided by 20. So what it should be, my dear? कितना हो जाएगा ये? 6. Right? It should be 0.6, 60%. Yes or no? 60% now? 60%. Okay. Here we go for next point. Can I go ahead? Haji Bacha. Can I go ahead? Here we see. Structural member carrying pull load of 700 kilonewton is connected to a gusset plate using 20 mm dia. Okay, if the pull required the shearing rivets to crush the rivets and to tear the plate per pitch length are 60, 35, 70 kilonewton respectively, then the number of rivet required, my dear. How many number of rivet we required? Yes, that has been asked in the question. Can you tell me? Number of rivet required is nothing but what, my dear? We'll divide it. जो minimum weight होगा, minimum क्या है? 35. That is what? 700 divided by 35. That is what, my dear? It should be what? 20. कितना होगा? 20. Very good. That is 20. Very good. 20. 20. Here we go for next. Tearing efficiency of riveted joint is 0.75. What is the pitch of the joint? If the dia is, that is what, my dear? You know that P minus D by P is what? 0.75. Calculate, and that means what? 1 minus D by P is what? 0.75. Calculate, my dear. Now you have to tell me dia is known. So if the dia is given, that is what? 24 mm. Right now, my dear, you have to calculate what? Pitch. Pitch कितना आएगा बच्चा? P. Calculate P, and P will be what, my dear? P is none other than 96. 4D हो जाएगा. That is 96. कितना आ जाएगा बच्चा? It is 96. The purpose of coating on arc welding electrode is to, my dear. क्या? What is the purpose behind coating? Yes, please tell me. It is none other than. It is none other than provide a protective covering. Yes, provide slack. Bilkul. It is also. That is provide a slack for production of the molten metal. Yes, and that is it. What? Your coating will stabilize the arc as well, right? So all are correct. All are correct. Okay. 96. 96. Very good, Ramji. Here we go for next. Principal plane is one which carries, my dear. Please tell me. Principal plane which carries what? Which carries what? No shear stress. There is no shear. Very good. No shear stress. Zero shear. Very good, dear. Very good. Here we go for next. 98. The partial balancing of primary forces in locomotive is generally of order of. Locomotive में informative question. Locomotive में primary forces कितना % balance होता है? How many % of the primary unbalanced force has been balanced in locomotive? That will be none other than what, my dear? 60 to 70%. कितना? 60 to 70%. Okay. Very good. Very good. No, it's a 60 to 70. Here we go for next. 98. Then we go 99. What, my dear? Match list. Haji Bacha, please match the list. Match the list, my dear. It is what? See, conducting material required in which machining, my dear? It's required in what? Electron discharge machining, right? So it is 2. So it is 2 now. So this means these are incorrect, right? B, ruby rod, that is what? LBM, we know that. Electrolyte required in what, my dear? electrochemical machining, that is ECM, right? It is one. So C ka one, that is what, my dear, this one. Number 4. Which of the following is not work holding device in a lathe? Lathe में इसमें से कौन सा holding device नहीं है? Which one of these is not a holding device? And that is what, my dear? That is what? It is also what holding device, follower rest or holding device, mandrel is a holding device, but tool post. What, my dear? Tool post. It is tool post. It's tool post. Very good, Sumit. It's tool post. So guys, it's all about what 100 question has been done. So we have finished the 100 question. I want to let you know that we regular do UPPSC AE at 11 AM morning में. Okay, and my dear, for Vizag we are running it at my dear 3 PM. Okay, I hope you got it. So guys, we are going to continue in the next session. Okay, I hope it's clear to you. PDF after the session has been over, just you check out the comment section of this video. Ravi Teja, definitely I will let you know. Ravi Teja, wait, I will let you know. I will tell you the safe attempt and then I will tell you the what should be the actual range once the paper has been over. Okay, definitely I will let you know, don't worry, उस पर भी बात होगी. Ramji, definitely I will let you know, just wait. I will tell you that what should be the very good limit. Okay, so guys, we'll see you in the next class, that is UPPSC AE tomorrow morning 11 AM. Okay, and Vizag at 3 PM. So guys, take care, bye bye, shabba khair. And one more thing that I want to tell you, if you are new in this channel, my dear, if you are new in this channel, then you have to do it, like, share, subscribe the channel. And one more thing, you can explore what, my dear, this Testbook Pass on the website as well as in the app, right? Okay, and SSC JE Mechanical Live Coaching. So guys, please fill the form which is given in the description of this video, and for Gate Mechanical as well. And you are getting Gate Mechanical Live Coaching just for ₹4,000. So get benefited of this opportunity, my dear. Okay, so guys, we'll see you in the next class. So take care, bye bye, shabba khair. One more thing, most welcome, Dipti ji. So we'll continue in the next class. So take care, bye bye, shabba khair. And you don't forget to attend the session of UPPSC AE, which should be held on 11 AM. Okay, Monu Kumar, most welcome. Sumit, Dipti, Rajesh Naidu ji will continue in next class. So take care, bye bye, shabba khair. And before leaving, just do it, like, share, subscribe the channel. Okay, so guys, please stay at home, stay safe, stay online with the testbook.com.